Hello, good day and welcome. I'm Timotab and today I am going to solve HBD Puzzle Master by full deck and missing a few cards. If you would like to try solving this puzzle for yourself, it will be the first link in the description. And I will also link to the webpage that full deck and missing a few cards have where they publish puzzles on a regular basis. So there's lots of puzzles there for you to try. To explain the name and theme of this puzzle, Will Shortz is the crossword puzzle editor for the New York Times and is puzzle master of the Sunday Puzzle at Weekend Edition on NPR. I frequently listen to the puzzle on my local NPR affiliate and try to solve it, but rarely with any success. It was recently his birthday, and this puzzle is in celebration of that fact. And you can see the birth date and his age as prominent features all around the puzzle. So let's go through the rules. Standard Sudoku rules apply. That means that the digits 1 through 9 appear in every row. There we go. Column and box. Cages. Digits in cages cannot repeat and must sum to the value shown in the upper left corner of the cage. So this cage with a 26 in means that these 4 digits must sum to 26 without repeating any digits. So they're all different. Little killers. Clues outside the grid are the sum of the digits along the indicated diagonal. Digits may repeat if allowed by other rules. So this diagonal of digits here sum to 19, and we can have repeated digits along that line. Okay, that's the rules, so let's begin. So this 72 looks suspiciously large to me. The largest that I can put in 3 different digits is 7, 8 and 9, which sums to 24. And 3 times 24 is in fact 72. So these 9 digits are all from 7, 8 and 9. This sees both a 7 and 9, so that's an 8. Those aren't 8s. That's not a 9. That's not an 8. And that's not a 7. Okay. 8 in 3 digits that have to be different is either 1, 2, 5 or 1, 3, 4. Clearly, in this case, it's 1, 2, 5. So that is a 1, 5 pair. We've got an 8 cage there in 3. 8 cage here. Okay. We have 2s that cannot be in this 8 cage. So that must be a 1, 3, 4 cage. So we can see that the 1 goes there, and that's a 3, 4 pair. And then to fill out this second row, we need a 6 and a 7. Clearly the 7 can't go there, so that's a 6, and that's a 7. Okay, so this 8 cage is either 1, 2, 5 or 1, 3, 4. And I think that that's going to affect this 19 diagonal. I'm going to colour that blue so I can focus on it a bit more. So 2 can't go into either of those by Sudoku. So 2 is in one of those 4. So either 2 is here with a 1, 3, 4 there, or 2 is in there with the 5 and the 3 and 4 are somewhere else. Okay. All right, well, 19 feels low. So let's have a look at that diagonal. If we put the minimum in, that could be a 1. That gives us 4. Plus 7 makes 11. If this were a 1, 2, 5, these could be as low as 3 and 4, which is another 7. So that's 18. Plus 1 is 19. Okay, so if we minimize everything, we get exactly what we need. So that must be it. And 1, so that makes that not 3, 4, that's 1, 2, 5. And that 1 makes that a 5. That's a 1. That's a 2, 5 pair. That places a 5 there for us. And then we have 2, 3, 4 with that not being a 2. That gives me a 2, 3, 4 triple in the column, which means those must be 6 and 9. That can't be a 7, so that's a 7. So it's also 6 or 9. That 7 makes that a 9, and that a 7. So 9 must be in one of those two. It can't be in here because they're 8 cages. Obviously I can't have a 9 in there. So one of those two is a 9. That makes that an 8. In fact, that 9 makes this one the 7, and that's a 9. Okay. Oh, we get a 9 there, and that's an 8 from the box. This must now have, yes, those can't be an 8. There's got to be an 8 in there. In fact, that's 3, 4, or 8. In fact, even better than that, that's an 8. There we go. So there must be an 8 in here by Sudoku. Yes, let's put that in for now. Okay, this here, it can't be a 1 or a 2, it could be a 3, it can't be a 4 because I can't put 2 4s into the 8 cage. Can't be a 5, could be a 6, can't be a 7, 8 or 9. So that is 3 or 6, which makes this 2 or 5. Okay. Seven must go into this cage. So that gives me a 7 and a 1. Okay. Let's look, in fact, before we do that, let's clear that colour because that's done. This I'll put in a different colour so we don't get confused, but so let's see. If we minimize this, that gives 7 plus 6 is 13. That's 16, which would mean that would have to be a 10. That can't be a 6. Oh, that's beautiful. So that is a 9. So now we have 7 and 9 is 16, so these two add to 10. If that's 3, that's 7. Which it cannot be, so that must be 6, and that is 4. That's great. I like that a lot. Right. That gives that to be a 3. That's a 4. That's now a 2, 3 pair. That's a 4. That's a 3. That's a 4. That 6 makes that a 2. Okay. So we need 2 digits to add to 9, and it can't be 1 7, can't be 2 can't be 1 8, can't be 2 7, could be 3 6, can't be 4 5. So that's 3 6 and 8 to go into there, and then that's not an 8, which means that this is a 9 5 pair. Oh, and we do know the order of that, in fact. And then this is a 1 and a 6. In this row we get 3 and 4. I don't think we know the order of that. And then 2 and 5 in there, and I don't think we know the order of that. Okay. So we should probably start looking at this diagonal. Well, hang on, by Sudoku, yes, that is a 2. It gives us some more. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6. It's 1 5 or 6. This is not 1 2, could be 3, can't be 4, can't be 5, could be 6 8, 3 6 8. And then this is 1 2 5 6 8. Yes, okay, that's fairly restricted. So if we maximize, where are we at? So that's 8 plus 4 is 12, plus 8 is 20. These are fixed. That's 25. So 20 plus 25 is 45. That's 47. And then the 6 there makes 53. So that means we only have 1 degree of freedom. So that can't be a 1. That has to be an 8. That has to be an 8. And then either that's 6 and 3 or that's 5 and 4, I think. Okay. Well, that is not an 8 there. So that's an 8. Okay, we've got a 2 4 pair. So these 3 digits must be, we've got a 3 4 pair. 5, 8 and 9. Those two can't be 8, so that's an 8. So that becomes a 5 9 pair. These 3 digits are 1 3 and 5, I think. Yes, it looks right. In fact, that's the only place for 1 in that box. that 5 says that's a 3. That 5 says there's no 5 in that column. So that's a 5. That has to be... now I've got to add it up again. Oh, hang on. Easy way. I've got 1, 2 odd digits and all the rest are evens. So that must be the 4. So that's a 3. That 5 makes that a 9. That's a 5. And it ought to be just finishing off with Sudoku now. So that's a 3, that's a 4, that's a 5 and a 2 and a 5. This is 6 and 4. So that makes that a 3 and a 6. That's a 7. That is 1, 2, 3. That's 4. That's 3 and 5. No, 3 and 6. Which, curiously, I still can't do. This is 2, 3, or 6, but it's not a 2, so that's a 3 or a 6. So that gives me a 3, 6 pair. Makes that a 2, that a 3, that a 6, that's a 3, that's a 6. The 2 in the row makes that a 5 and that a 2. The 9 in the column makes that 6, that 9. So that's 6 and that's 4. We need a 2 and a 9 in that row, and we need a 3 and a 4 in this row, which goes that way round, and then a 1 and a 2 to finish off. And I've made a mistake, because that's not a 2, that is a 7. My scanning wasn't great, but it's a fun puzzle, some really nice deductions. Looking at maximizing or minimizing the little killer clues was very instructive, particularly doing it at the right time, filling in enough that maximizing or minimizing was helpful, because I don't think that was useful to begin with, and nor was the 19. Well, the 19 was good fairly early on. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed that. I doubt that Will Shortz will ever see this, but if he does, I hope you had a great birthday, Will. Thank you very much to Full Dirk and Missing a Few Cards for creating it. Go and check out their website. As I said, that'll be one of the links in the description. If you like this solve, please do hit the like button. You can subscribe to see more like this. And I'd love to hear your comments. If you would like to submit a puzzle, at the moment, while I'm still getting my feet wet, I am aiming for some of the easier puzzles, because I don't want to get super frustrated. But my contact information should be in the About page of my channel, so please get in touch. And I'm looking forward to next time. Be seeing you.